Hey YouTube, Paul with Velvet Tarantula out in Chicago. How you doing today? Just wanted to go over a few of the things we've been picking up around town this week at GoodWill or some other thrift stores and a couple of estate sale items that we got. I'm only going to do sweaters and kind of sweatshirts and hoodies and where we think they're going to sell best and what we think we can get for them. So first thing I got is this Juicy Couture Preppy Royalty made on the USA tag in the glamorous USA. Picked this guy up for $7 and tax. We also got the pants that match it, so it's a matching sweatsuit. This thing was $7 as well at the GoodWill, so we did like 15 bucks with tax right there. We think we can get probably 60 to 75 for this whole entire sweatsuit from Juicy Couture. Next thing we found was this Missoni sweater. Went for $13. Little Couture style action going on with the multicolor weave. This is on the Made in Italy tag, so it's a little bit older of a Missoni item from Neiman Marcus. This guy probably was made in the 90s or I don't know, maybe early 2000s, but most likely in the 90s. Picked this guy up for $13 at the GoodWill. I think we can probably get $75, maybe $80 for this guy right here, and this guy will be on Etsy for us. Next thing we found was we got this Diesel, kind of a mock shawl neck sweatshirt sweat hoodie. It was $7 as well, so about 8 bucks. It's got the Diesel tag in it. I think these things retail for, I don't know, somewhere in the 200s or maybe high 100s. This guy was $7. I think I saw some comps probably around 35 to 40 on him, so we'll put him on eBay. Found the Super Bowl, what is this, 25, 6, 7, 8, so vintage 28, Super Bowl 28. It's too bad it doesn't have the names of the teams that played in this Super Bowl, but it's just a straight up Super Bowl shirt. It's vintage on the logo, athletic. It was made in Korea, so a little bit older of an item. We'll end up putting this guy on Etsy, and you know, I'm not going to ask a ton for it because it doesn't have the names of the two teams that played in this Super Bowl, but we'll probably still get 25 or 30 for it, and we bought it for $6 at the GoodWill. We also picked up this little, I think this is hand knit or handmade. It's a little bit of an older item. It's got a tag on it right here. It was originally $45. There's no date on it, but it's a kid's, and we picked this up for $6, and it was also 20% off on Customer Appreciation Day. So let's just say 5 bucks. We'll put this on Etsy, and we'll probably end up getting $20, $25 for it max. And I do think it's handmade. There's no labels in it, but it doesn't look like it's ever been worn. So hand crocheted, ABC, 1, 2, 3 on the back. Picked up this Balboa Boating Company. This is out of California in Newport Beach and Palm Desert in California. We picked that up for $6. Old Newport Beach or Old Balboa Beach pink sweatshirt with the nice cool 80s 90s logo on it. It's got the vintage Hanes USA made tag in it. We'll end up putting this on Etsy, and I think we can probably get like 25, 28, maybe even as high as 30 for this item right here. Picked up this Roots hoodie in really nice quality condition. This is one of the newer Roots. This thing was made in China, but it was $7 at the GoodWill, and it's a really, really nice, just plain hoodie from Roots. It's really heavy. It's a great quality piece. I think we can probably get $25 to $30 on this, and this will be on eBay. Who doesn't love a drug rug? Made out of Mexico, you got the Baja Joe drug rug in Jamaican colors, going for $6 at the GoodWill. We usually sell these between 25 and 30 when we can find them. They show up actually pretty regularly. This isn't like a hard thing to find. We do get 25 to 30 on them every time we pick them up, and these were in really good condition. So Baja Joe drug rug poncho for 7 bucks, and we picked up another one in the pink white motif. Same thing, but this one's, you know, it's got the hoodie, it's got the poncho, same thing, 6 bucks and some change. Really nice condition on this. Also a Baja Joe, I think we can get $25 to $30 for that. And these will both be on eBay. Out here in Chicagoland, man, we love the Cubs, and the Cubs are like, you know, everyone's favorite. I'm a Sox fan, but everyone likes the Cubs, so we picked up this Tommy Bahama. I don't generally buy a whole lot of Tommy Bahama, but this one was a Cubs special. Got the World Series patch embroidered on the sleeve. You know, got the Cubs logo and embroidered on the front. Just a little quarter zip sweatshirt. Picked this guy up at Goodwill for $8. I think we can probably get 30 bucks for this, so we'll walk away with like 18 to 20 after fees, maybe even as high as 35. I didn't comp this yet, but because it has the Cubs on it, it's going to go a little bit higher. Picked up this Nike team Iowa embroidered sweatshirt hoodie. I do really well with hoodies. I mean, I sell them, like I sold 2 last night, again, 2 more hoodies, which I'll show in a little video but later, but anything embroidered and with universities on it or professional sports teams, I sell all of it for 25 to 30, and they sell pretty quickly and pretty regularly, so keep an eye out for those. That'll be on eBay. Picked up the vintage Disney store, all embroidered, Pooh and the gang. So they are all there and they're hanging out on this red sweatshirt. Picked this guy up for $6 at the Goodwill. This will go on Etsy. I think it's probably late 90s Disney store. And we'll end up getting about, I don't know, 30 for this one, and that's shipped. So we'll make about $20 on this after fees and everything. The other thing I always look out for is anything, excuse me, that's related to a university that is old school. I sell them all on Etsy. They sell really, really fast. This UCLA School of Medicine is a specialized one. It's probably like late 90s on a USA tag. Pick this guy up for $6 at the Goodwill as well. Probably put this on Etsy and it'll go for, I don't know, 25 to 30 bucks on that one for the UCLA sweatshirt. Picked up this Bachrach USA made Koji with the little Pac-Man guy in the, where's Pac-Man? There he is right there. There's Pac-Man hanging out in the print. Anyways, Koji style 3D sweater from Bachrach on a USA made tag. Picked this guy up for $7 at the Goodwill, and we will probably end up selling it for like 50 to 60 bucks on Etsy. Another sweater, another label to watch out for is Valentino Studio. We picked up this nice orange men's Valentino sweater. It was $7 as well, made in Italy. We'll probably do about 40 or 50 bucks on this guy, and it'll go on eBay. One thing I always look out for is these like weird hand knit sweaters. So this one's got the eagle eye, it's got like equestrian, horsies on it, everything. This one was $6 at Goodwill, and we actually picked this up for 50% off, so it was $3 and some change. There is a comp on eBay right now for 50 bucks, and I'm going to look around a little bit, but we'll probably get like $35 to $50 somewhere in this one, and this will be on Etsy. Picked up this guy right here. It's an Allen Payne out of England. Nice cardigan, cable knit with the navy accents and the buttons down the front. Super, super clean condition. It's really nice and thick and warm. And I think we'll probably end up doing, this one will probably go on Etsy as well, because I do think it's an older piece. I think it's like late 90s. So really nice cable knit sweater. We'll end up getting like $35 on this guy right here. And a couple more to go. Got this vintage Eddie Bauer lamb's wool, solid lamb's wool, so it's a really warm sweater. I like the pattern on this. If it was my size, I would probably keep it, but it's not. Paid $8 for this, which is a little more than I like to pay for sweaters, but I think we can get 35 bucks for this guy. It's probably like early 2000s on this, or maybe late 1990s, but probably most likely early 2000s on this lamb wool sweater. It was made in Hong Kong, and I don't think they've made anything in Hong Kong since about the mid-2000s, but really nice lamb's wool sweater there. Picked up this Kenneth Roberts. This thing is made in Italy. It's all acrylic, so probably 80s or 90s sweater right here. Got the Christmas motif going on, so you know, Christmas sweater. It's all red and green, really nice shape. Looks like it hasn't been worn a whole lot. Extra large, it's a good size. Picked this guy up for $7 or $6 plus tax at the Goodwill, so $7. I always round up. Probably get like $30 to $35 for this one on Etsy. And then last but not least is the orange stripe polo vintage sweater right here. Picked this guy up for $7. It's all cotton. This is on the made in Hong Kong tag, so probably same thing, late 1990s, early 2000s. These striped sweaters do pretty well for us. I will probably say we get like 25 to 35 for this guy right here. It's in super clean shape, and that will wrap us up on quick sweater haul. This is probably over the last like 7 days, things that we've picked up to sell. We've got some interesting things coming up for you. Down here, we did our estate sale haul. It's coming up. There's lots of interesting things that we got that we'll show you there. there. And other than that, we'll see you soon, man. Have a good one. Oh, and there's my pile of stuff I listed in the last 2 days. So give you some inspiration. That's everything that we listed in the last couple days. Talk to you soon.